Hello, if you've got a Mk4 Renault Clio after 2013 up to 2019 possibly, and your headlights don't work or your tail lights, but everything else works, this is what you're going to need to replace. Mine was pretty much a self-inflicted problem. We've got a car, Mk4 Clio, the DRL lights weren't working. I've got a diagnostic tool which you can change parameters of unlocking features on the cars. I plugged that into it, and after that the light stopped working. There was so many hours of research and testing of wires, everything gone into trying to find the fault. What I did realise is when I was checking for power, the switch on the live data was giving signals, so it wasn't the switch. The only thing that wasn't working was the driver side right side side light. There was no power going to it at all. So then I thought maybe there's a broken wire in that circuit. So I was like trying to trace broken wires on that. I singled it out to one wire, but still everything looked good. It was all going to the UCH. It was all okay. Anyway, I took it to Renault, and they for UCH programming, because online I was checking lots of forums, and they were saying some things came up that maybe the UCH has lost its settings or something and needs reprogramming from Renault. I booked it in for a UCH reprogramming, and when I took it there, the mechanic came out and said to me, it doesn't need a UCH reprogram, everything's fine. He said to me, it's a switch. He goes, you're better off getting one from a scrapyard, it'll cost you an arm and a leg here. So just get one from a scrapyard and it'll be fine. Anyway, with the knowledge that I've checked the live data on it and the switch was working, I could automatically rule that out. But at the same time, I could also rule out the UCH is not the problem. So I took it to two other auto electricians for second and third opinions. I'm an auto electrician myself, by the way, but I took it to two others. They spent a lot of time on it. They didn't know what was wrong. One didn't even have a clue what was wrong with it. The other one was saying it's a UCH problem, and I already knew they weren't the problem. So anyway, so I knew it was something that I need to sort out myself. And because it wasn't a customer's car, it was my son's wife's car, so I needed to fix this myself. Usually if it's a customer's car, I would just obviously I'd give up after a bit if it got to that stage, or just refer them to the dealers. But with this one, I knew I was stuck with it, so I had to really do loads more research and digging into this one. Anyway, I came across a forum from this guy who's talking about adding features to his Clio, because it's a low spec Clio, and he wanted to add more features to it by getting one of these, an Mk4, and he stuck one in from like a 2000. He had a 2013. He stuck one in from a 2016 and added more features to his car. And he was saying that with this box, you don't need any. It's just plug and play. You don't need any coding, nothing. And he found one from eBay for £25. I wasn't as lucky as that. I got this for £50 from eBay. But anyway, I went to Renault. I rang Renault up, a different Renault this time, and I asked them about this unit, and they said it's like £370 odd plus VAT and £116 plus VAT for coding it. And that started making me think, hang on a minute, I've ordered this part now for 50 quid. Am I going to need it coding? But I was just going off the forum. Anyway, the part arrived this morning. I changed it over. It's a 5-minute job. Literally, you take the glove box off, and it's there on your right hand side, near the dash side, not next to the fuse box, the other side. There's only two. One's a UCH that is pretty much attached to the fuse box, not attached, but it's right next to the fuse box. And on the right hand side, next to the center console, is this bad boy over here. And unplugged it, plugged the other one in straight away, checked it, it works. No coding required, plug and play, my lights are back, headlights, taillights, everything is back, so bang on. Initially this problem happened, it was self-inflicted because I was trying to activate the DRLs, but I would advise you not to do that. I've got an X431 Mini Pro latest diagnostic machine which I use, and it's really good for everything else, but my advice would be, if you're thinking about unlocking features on customers' cars, don't do it, because obviously this was our own car and I messed it up, and you know, it was hours and hours, 2 weeks of stress basically trying to sort this bullshit out. Anyway, it's been sorted and I'm happy now it's all done, and I hope this can help a lot of people out there, because I couldn't find any videos saying this kind of stuff and giving this kind of information, and telling you it's a 5-minute job to do it. You don't need Renault, you don't need coding, you don't need programming, you don't need an auto electrician, you don't need nothing. Just buy it from eBay, just make sure this part number matches. And it's a because what I noticed is I went to a scrapyard, and you know these pins here from the plugs, some of them have different alignments, so don't get them obviously, because then you're going to lose features rather than add them. Anyway, hope this helps somebody. Bye bye.